Turning now to the world of politics, the passing of former president and co-founder of the People's Progressive Party, Mrs. Janet Jagan, has brought an end to the Jagan dynasty in the leadership of the party, at least for now. Late President Dr. Cheddi Jagan and his wife, Mrs. Janet Jagan, founded and stayed with the PPP until their deaths. Upon the death of Dr. Cheddi Jagan, it was his wife, Mrs. Janet Jagan, who took over the reins of the party to ensure that the Jagan legacy would live on. They were both seen by party insiders as the balance of power, and the ones who would most times have the last say on party decisions. Senior party member and former Information Minister Moses Nagamootoo knows the inner workings of the PPP all too well, but he has had major differences with the party's leadership in the past, but remains popular with party supporters. Nagamootoo, in an interview with this newscast, said unity in the party is needed to ensure the ideals that the Jagans fought and lived for are realized.
I think that the PPP would best serve the legacy of the Jagan is promoting that unity. First of all, to unify the leadership of the party, to ensure that those who have in fact been part of that tradition play their fullest role in the leadership of the party, so that we can in fact realize in the shortest possible time those dreams and visions of the Jagans from whence they started in the 1940s.
He made it clear that there must be inclusiveness at just about every level, at the party level and at the governance level.
Having or not having the Jagans, in fact, we would be better off if we had the Jagans. But unfortunately, life does not go on forever. And so we have to now build on the political legacy. And that legacy has to be carried forward in a methodological and a serious way. It must be qualitatively different from what we had seen in the past. Because if we have a mandate from the Jagans, it would be the singular mandate must be to unify this country, to bring not only stability, but to bring peace.
The People's Progressive Party is Ghana's oldest party. It has maintained solid support over the years in many grassroots communities across the country. In many of those communities, the Jagans meant, and in some cases still mean, everything. And that is why Nagamootoo believes the legacy is important.
Tactics are a different question. What I'm talking now is to try to promote that legacy, that one day will see us have a state of national democracy. And the concept of the national democracy that was enunciated by Cheddi Jagan is that it must be a multiracial, a multi-party, and a multi-class state. In other words, you must have inclusiveness rather than exclusiveness. And the governance we are talking about must now require the fullest bipartisan cooperation between the major political parties, because that is how we will bring about unity between the major races, or among the major races.
Party officials have made it clear that the party remains united. Disagreements and differences may arise from time to time, and the party's leadership may find itself asking, what would the Jagans do?